Well, here we are, Dr. Kim. I'm Tanya Abreu, CEO of Power Up Nursing, and you are? Introduce
Yes, Dr.
yourself.
Kimberly Delbo, Vice President of Education here at Power Up Nursing. And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today, where we're going to talk about how we are leveraging AI-driven tech strategy to transform and revolutionize nursing education. We want to
And
extend a warm welcome.
I just want to give,
Yes,
I just want to give a little bit of logistics. We would love, we had so many people pre-register, and thank you. We would love for you to ask questions and comment so that we can bring up those questions. However, if you would like to join us on the screen, we would love that as well. We don't want this to be, too presenty. We really wanted it to be a lot of dialogue. So if you would like to join us, please go ahead and put your email in the comments, and our producer behind the scenes will send you a link that you can hop right in with us. That would be powerful. I do want to say that it's, as a lot of you know, Power Up Nursing is both direct to nurses with events and strategies and resources to decrease stress, anxiety, fatigue in the individual's life. But very recently and very excitingly, we have gone back into the hospital scape, where I'm most familiar as a career, and have designed a Power Up Nursing platform that both protects and promotes the well-being of nurses as a core hospital business strategy, as well as the heart of community health. And as we've been doing that, we've gotten a lot of interest from nursing programs, nursing schools, and nursing colleges and universities about how do we take what we're doing with nurses who are already in their careers, established in their careers, and equip new nurses with this AI tech-driven strategy and community, right, for them, so that not only from the time they're a brand new nursing student to the time they pass those NCLEX, they absolutely have a foundation of health, vitality, resilience, stress management. And so today we're talking about that offshoot. And Kim, people are jumping on, and please give a broad introduction to our strategy, which we're calling Ultra Nurse, Ultra Student.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, so this is a milestone moment of opportunity and to really drive the future of nursing and leading the way as we shape the future. And to do this, we're going to talk a little bit about the program and allow you to interact and ask any questions that you might have. Countless nurses and starting at an individual micro level in working with nurses, but then also into organizations, both academe and healthcare organizations, and then out into the communities. So it really truly is a platform that is designed to support every aspect of the healthcare ecosystem, which we're just so thrilled to share with you today about what that will entail. So I'm going to bring up here, Tanya, are you ready to dive in a little bit deeper?
Let's go ahead. I'll bring this up because this is launching, guys, winter 2026. And now Marcia has had a request, Marcia Proto, Masters of Education, to come on into the screen. So can you please monitor
Fabulous.
those comments? We're real excited to have other people on with us today. But I just want to say that we're launching this at schools, and we want to launch at no more than 3 programs.
Mm,
And it would be nice if one was a university, one was a more localized college, and one was a private program. We really want to see how quickly the ROI comes back, both to the individual nurses and then, of course, to the nursing
mhm,
school. But Kimberly has been the driving force as a professor of nursing, a lifetime educator behind what we're doing here. And we're just really inviting everyone to kind of think about how can you become a
mm,
part of this growing network of schools that take early action against clinical burnout and to really
yeah,
help these students do better earlier. I'm going to go
mm,
ahead and shoot forward and really let our genesis of so much, Dr. Kim, describe the program at
sure.
its highest level.
Yes, thank you, Tanya. So, when we're looking at the program overview, basically, this program is designed to really create a supportive environment for your nursing students and your faculty to develop their culture of health within your organization, but own personal resilience in the process and their own personal self leadership. And so, we are doing that in an innovative way, right? In an innovative method, looking at bioanalytical data from a wearable technology using ultrahuman air ring, coupled with a 12 modular program that's truly designed to tailored to customized interactive modules where each individual can track their wellness on their ring using their digital technology and then have an interactive self-reflective workbook methodology that accompanies this component of the
And
ring.
I'm gonna
So not
stop.
only do they get access, oh yeah, sure, please show
I'm gonna
show the
I'm gonna hold it
workbook.
up, and it's,
Yeah,
it's in now editing, and it will be a durable piece that your students will have along with the ring, along with training. I just had to do show and tell. Go
oh
ahead.
no, hey,
Sorry.
we're all about the prototype. We're
And
all about the prototype.
Marlo Robinson. Oh, we think Dr. Kim is
Oh, yes. Hi,
that's
Marla. So
pajamas
glad you could
too.
join us today. So thrilled to have you with us. So, as Tanya said, we're taking this national plan for healthcare workforce well-being to a whole nother level, truly, with our program that we've created. So, through this, we are, leveraging these innovative teaching methods along with practical applications to really drive leadership development, professional identity formation is integrated. So the students will look at their sleep, look at their in chapter 1, they'll look at what that entails, looking at how much their REM sleep is compared to truly recovering and their recovery index, driving their ability to move in their bodies throughout the day. We all know what the literature says about movement and how critical that is to our own holistic health and well-being. So they'll have these different, every chapter is set up that it measures a different component of our holistic health. And additionally, by chapter 10, they'll be able to create a personal power up plan. And in that power up plan, they will actually use that to drive their future careers, to promote longevity in nursing practice. Right now, the data is showing statistically that nearly 30% of new nurses are leaving the profession within 1 year of becoming a nurse. And within 60% are leaving within up to 2 years after becoming a nurse. This has a dramatic implications on our U.S. healthcare system. We know estimated annual cost to healthcare systems is $9 billion related to nurse turnover. So in addressing this human flourishing element that we truly do look at in driving resilience among nursing students and faculty that educate them and role model health for them, we can train. We believe we can get ahead of the curve in this upstream type of programmatic intervention. So, our components of the program are several. Tanya, we'll move through this, but really we they move through, and the last two components and chapters, which aren't on here on this slide, they're on another slide, are actually.
I will get that. Let me get that up, because
Okay.
every time I work with Dr. Kim, I realize I've been in healthcare 35 years, but I'm not a nurse. And I'm an administrator. I've been in the C-suite of several hospitals. So I tend to see impact and kind of the architecture, and DMPs, RNs, LPNs, they get granular as soon as possible before something goes wrong. So I'm going to take this down and let's get granular. So
granular it is.
So this
I love it. Thank you, Tanya, for the compliment. But truly, that's what nurses do, right? And we are these architects of health, hope, and human flourishing for our communities, and we like to get granular. So this is what our program looks like. You can see the chapters and what they include. I already touched on those. I do want to touch on chapters 11 and 12, because in addition to leading our own self-health and well-being, we are also empowering the students and anyone who works through the modules to really truly tap into their leadership acumen and live like a leader. We know nurses are leaders. They lead with heart. They care for their patients every day, for their communities, their colleagues, and the broader community. So we want to empower nursing students to do this on day, when they first enter nursing school, and then as they matriculate through the programs. So in this chapter 11, we have topics like professional identity formation and character integrated. We have topics like emotional intelligence. I see Marcia Proto is on the call here. Thank you for joining us, Marcia. And we are empowering our nursing students, the future leaders of healthcare, truly the next generation of leaders, to transform the system, starting with themselves and their own personal health and well-being. So that emotional intelligence is integrated. Additionally, conflict resolution, strategies for professional boundary setting, topics that are so absolutely essential to setting our next generation of the leaders of healthcare's tomorrow up for a successful future that truly can be transformational and impactful for the communities in which they reside in. So, and then in the last chapter, we have future-proofing their nursing career, helping to prepare them from NCLEX. Remember, NCLEX isn't something we teach to the test. I've been an educator for over a decade, right, in education. But preparing them on day one with strategies that can set them up for success. Additionally, in addition to everything I've gone over and the program chapters that are written there for you and the program components, we also have additional bundled packages that allow nursing schools to not only put AI on the fingers, but also in the pockets of every nursing student. This can include things like the package of an NCLEX tools, a whole array, a plethora of NCLEX strategies and tools, textbooks and books that they can use to better prepare. But again, all digitized. Nursing Skills Hub. We're looking at competency-based education in your nursing programs. Folks, this is the Nursing Skills Hub. This is what you want to have for your nursing students. Integrated digital reference app where it's pulling in, using AI into all valid research and textbooks that are already out there by different manufacturers that the students can tap into and have that right in moments, truly reliable information. So they're not just pulling it from anywhere on the internet, but they're actually getting evidence-based information to guide their learning. Their drug reference guide, everything, laboratory diagnostic manuals, all accessible using AI. Truly, we are again empowering our next generation to have AI on their fingers and in their pockets everywhere they go, helping them with clinical readiness, and also decreasing and mitigating their stress. We know nursing students are so stressed.
And I have to jump in because, first of all, we want to keep this short
Yeah.
because we know nurses have so little time, and deans of nursing schools who are on this call have even less time. But I really just want to quickly describe the process of working with us on your particular pain points and pride points at your nursing program. The way the actual program, which is the ring and the workbook, although the workbook can be done without a ring, and people can choose to measure in other ways or use the paradigm that's being presented here. But the ring and the textbook workbook becomes a curriculum, right? It becomes a course. And your program offers that course. And honestly, it can be offered as early as the first semester, and probably should, or if you want to offer it all semesters, depending on where the students are. We come and we work with you. You get an app, let's just say it's St. Francis Nursing College. Your app is St. Francis Nursing College. And in that, you can communicate with all of your students on this app. You can communicate events that are happening on campus, NCLEX reviews, preps, online sessions, everything in that one app, along with the amazing academic resources that Kim was talking about. So imagine this. Your nursing student gets up in the morning. She managed to get enough sleep, but she goes and she checks anyhow. She goes, she hits a button. She sees my recovery score is good. This morning, I'm studying. This morning, I'm going to go in and learn how to do a catheter. And she goes in, and there's videos. All of this is provided, and it is encased in your program's identity. So this is something that differentiates your school from others, as well as helps you to help your students. We can put a little button in here. If a student needs extra help, needs to see a counselor, feels that they're in danger, we can build a mentorship platform on here. And I am going to say this, everybody's different, but this is really at the cost of the average clinical curriculum textbooks that are range $400 to $600 plus the curriculum, and it goes on for their entire college career. We do have a program to train the trainer. So let's just say you have a large group of faculty. I'd say if there were 20 faculty, we would want to train at least 3 as experts that can train others. And then we just have ongoing additions that we would work with you. Kim and her team would make sure people are engaged. And if they're not, how can we self-check and correct? It really is an organic process to work with students where they are on the things that they need.
You broke up there a little bit on my end. I don't know if everyone else could hear Tanya, but
yeah,
it was kind of a little shaky.
I think today either my because you're breaking up a lot for me too. I think it might be my storm or your Wi-Fi, one or the other. But hopefully people are hearing. Okay, so
yes.
good.
So I just thinking of where we go from here, right? We know what the literature says in terms of how we need to prepare, but we want to also not only leverage innovation, but we think about things from a sustainable standpoint, right, for your organization. And we know there's some deans on the program. Education is at a time where many programs we're thinking about sustainability. Every organization out there is actually, right, today. So how do we break down the silos between education and practice and build those bridges, right? And that's what we do. So this Ultra Nurse, Ultra Student program is designed for academic institutions. However, we are also simultaneously building these programs with hospitals in your community. So that we can come alongside and provide these resources so that they can improve their retention rates as they're matriculating through nursing school. Their attrition rates attrition rates will improve, which will enhance your sustainability. But then also the retention rates of the new graduate nurses will improve as they transition to practice. So aligning those mentors.
I've never heard you say that, but I was just looking at the deck that you prepared and I just designed. The whole idea of using this as a partnership to a hospital in your community so that your students at your university or at your program are better prepared than others to go into the hospitals. We know that hospitals are losing up to 30% of their new nurses in the very first year. What if we demonstrate that nurses from, general nursing program do not disappear on the hospitals?
Yes. Imagine this partnership that it takes academic practice partnerships, Tanya, to a whole nother level, right? Imagine a research study that demonstrates this with our academic practice partners, academic leaders leading the way, coming alongside practice, and having studies to not only improve the nurse well-being, but also the well-being of every clinician. Again, breaking down the silos wherever we can. That's what we're about, right? Improving the well-being of every clinician in that organization, and then taking it out into the community, right? That's a whole nother aspect as we look at what we're doing at Power Up Nursing. Truly, every organization needs nurses to come alongside of them, to build empathetic policies, to really infuse love and compassion into every facet of our society. So we believe that it starts with nurses and nursing school, and that they are the, I don't want to say the answer, but they are essential to us transforming the future of healthcare.
Well, it's the foundation, right? The next generation of nurses are the foundation of who's going to take care of me.
Right. Healthcare's tomorrow.
A couple of things. We are having, and I am happy to take applications of anyone that's listening, on October 23rd through the 25th. We are having a think tank. This is our second. Our first one sold out in Lake Nona. We're doing this in Scottsdale. So people who are listening that want to come to the table and sit with hospitals as well as other nursing schools to talk about how AI, the bold reality of AI and health tech, are impacting the practice of nursing education and the practice of healthcare in the United States. And I will tell you, we have Steve Bonner, former CEO of Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Harvard professor in healthcare entrepreneurship, presenting. We have Cheryl Field, Dr. Carol Big. I mean, we have amazing presenters. And it's more of like conversation starters, because everyone at our table in Orlando was a leader. Everyone was a keynote speaker. Marsha Proto, you were there. Those that are on the call, thank you for being here. But just go ahead and shoot Dr. Kim at powerupnursing.com a request. And Anel on our team, who's curating that meeting, will send you an invite. Also, if you would like Dr. Kim to run you through the app customization possibility, the actual curriculum, which I'm going to go ahead and put back up because it's really important. The workbook is done. It's exciting. We just heard today that Dr. Philip Ovadia, the very well-known national physician who wrote Stay Off My Operating Table, loves it and is doing the foreword for it. But the program chapters are a 12-week course, and it's a dynamite course. I want him to teach me. We worked on this book together. I was absolutely flabbergasted at how everything from learning how my sleep affects who I am is also about leadership, how I can guide my team and how others can guide me better. So it is really a fully heart-led approach to education and clinical practice. And I am probably the proudest I've ever been in my 38-year curriculum career at hospitals. I'm just so excited.
Yeah, it's such an exciting time. So we are so grateful for everyone who took the time from their busy schedules to hop on today's call to talk about student unveiling. And we recognize that nothing meaningful in life is ever done alone, right? So that's why we are here. We're here to support you as you care for your faculty, your students, and ultimately your academic practice partners. We believe in win-win-wins. And I would like to share our our slide deck. I'm going to pull it up here, but just kind of looking at where the benefits are. So obviously we're partnering with schools and health systems, but I want to kind of show it is truly a win-win-win strategy. So if you look here on the slide, if you're able to, I mean, obviously if you're driving, we don't want you to risk your safety is important to us, but for nursing schools, curriculum integration support, faculty development workshops, student assessment tools, ongoing program evaluation, right there, that's all data driven and measurable, right? For your nursing program. For healthcare systems, through this program and this partnership, you'll be able to have a preceptor or mentorship training programs, new graduate transition support, organizational, cultural, and assessment. So there are tons of opportunities for partnership, but then we believe that there's power in partnership and innovation. And that's exactly why we created this program for each of you. Again, early adopters are welcome. So we are looking forward to hopping on a call for a brief demo to get your input. And to also see how we can come alongside to support you even further as you integrate and roll out AI to make, again, AI is a form of technology that's truly there to support you and to augment your role as nurse leaders. But ultimately, it's not going to replace you. So with that being said, I think as we wind down our time together, Tanya, she has gone backstage for a moment. We'll bring her out here, but we invite you. We want to leave you with a call to action to join us. We believe that together we can transform nursing education and create a more healthy healthcare workforce. And that's exactly why we created the Ultra Nurse, Ultra Student program in partnership with other entities to come alongside. And we'd love to invite you to schedule a consultation or a time for a demo that we can meet and go over it together. So please reach out to me again at drkim@powerupnursing.com, and I'd be happy to do that. Thank you. Tanya,
Thank you,
any
everyone.
final closing words?
No, I
right,
just
thank
want
you, everyone.
everybody to talk to you because every time I
Oh,
do,
goodness.
I feel so much more hopeful and I feel so much more empowered to make a difference. And I think any of your students, and so many of them jumped on this call, so many of your students feel the same way. And I think so many nursing programs have nothing but good at heart. And the stress of running a nursing program, funding a nursing program, helping students who are under chronic stress kind of takes some of the joy out of why everyone's doing this in the first place. And it is my sincere hope as the CEO of Power Up Nursing and as somebody who admires nurses and educators, I hope that this program is able to lift spirits, lift NCLEX scores, lift the profession of nursing to an even higher place. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
This will be available
Thank
on
you,
YouTube.
Okay, have a great
thanks.
day. Take care.
I think we're